Last thing we're going to talk about in 2.1 is writing the equation of a tangent line. So the instructions will look something like this. Write the equation of the tangent line to the graph of y equals x squared plus 4 at the point 2, 8. So sometimes they'll give us a point. Sometimes they'll just say when x equals 2. In that case, we could easily find the y value just by plugging the x value in here, of course. Right? So in this case, they gave us the point 28. So in order to write any linear equation, we need the slope of the line and a point on that line. All right. So we already know the point 28. Again, if they didn't tell us the y value, we could just take the x value that we were given and plug it in there and substitute it into the function and get the y value. So we need the slope, and anytime we think slope in calculus, we should think derivative. All right. So in this case, since we only need the slope at x equals 2, I'm going to use the alternate form. So I have here f of x minus f of c over x minus c. We're taking the limit as x approaches c, so it's the value of 2. That is my c value here, of course. All right. Not a very hard limit. We can solve that limit pretty easily. We factor the x minus x squared minus 4 to x plus 2, x minus 2. When I do that, I can cancel out the x minus 2 factors and then substitute x equals 2 in here and get 4. So that is the slope of the tangent line of the graph of x squared plus 4 when x equals 2. All right. So I now have a point and a slope. I'm going to use point slope form. All right, point slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. This is a form of the line that you may not have used a lot up till now. Slope-intercept form gets used a lot in our Algebra 1 and Algebra 2 and pre-calc classes. But in our calculus class here, we're going to use point slope form a lot because that's the information that we frequently have. We usually have the slope, and we usually have some point on that line. So we're going to use point slope form. All right. x1 and y1 are the x coordinates of our point, and m is the slope of our tangent line. So once we know that form, we can just plug it in. We have x minus 8. 8 is the y value of our point, equals 4, which is the slope, times x minus 2, which 2 is the x value of our point. All right. If you have a hard time remembering this, really it's just the equation for the slope, y minus y over x minus x equals m, and then the x is multiplied across there. So it shouldn't be hard to remember, and it's very easy. You are not required in this class to simplify that, to distribute the 4, to solve for y, any of that stuff. If it just asks you for an equation, this is a linear equation. It's in point slope form, and there's no need to go doing any additional work where we either waste time or maybe make some careless mistakes. We're just going to leave it like that.